Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dicey Dungeons. Let's do our first parallel universe. I have no idea what to expect, but let's do it. Warrior, my love. How are you getting on? Yo, the music. It's bumping. You know, if you stop fighting against me and start working really hard on being a good minion, then in a couple hundred years you might have a shot at becoming a level boss. What? No, I'm getting on fine. I'm going to win this. You're not really, you know. And that's another thing. I'm beginning to think you might not have our best interests at heart. You're not the smartest of my little battlers, are you? Of course I don't have your best interests at heart. I don't even have a heart to theoretically have them at in the first place. Then what are you? Also, is that like an eyeball in the middle of her head? But what I do have is more monsters for you to fight. In you go! Okay. So, we have a rusty sword. Max 5. Do damage double if your health is critical. Okay. Now I have to wonder, will everyone start with that? Or is that just because of what we are? Combat spatula. Flip a dice upside down, 2 uses this turn. What? I will say, I freaking hate this because it's gonna take probably 3 more turns to kill. Luckily, the slime had a bad roll, but like, we can't really do more than 5 damage per turn, and if we roll poorly, we're doing less than 5, so it's gonna take another 2 turns probably to kill the slime. Poison? A random piece of equipment is poisoned. Reduce the countdown on it to 0 by the end of your turn or take damage. Reduce the countdown on it to 0 by the end of your turn or take damage. Okay, so 6, 3. Weird. Does that happen every turn? Okay, so status effects are different, but the status effects will be the same through the run. Poison now just has a different method of it being applied. It's very interesting. Sledgehammer. 10. Do 8 damage, shock the enemy. That seems amazing. That seems really cool, actually. So honestly, you know, I'm just gonna hit the frog really hard. Unshock to lose 3 HP. Oh, shock is different too. Fury, double next action, but that equipment cannot be used next turn. Okay, Fury has also changed. I want the frog to hit me because I want to be on Fury charge. So I'm just gonna let him do his thing. You know, I should have put dice into the sledgehammer. That was dumb, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so shock now doesn't require dice, it requires HP. That's interesting. What I like about this though is that it feels like we're strong because we have a sledgehammer. And now 3 dice. That seems pretty freaking cool. It's like a whole new game, honestly. All the equipment is just completely different. Double next action, but the equipment cannot be used next turn. I mean, honestly, like, why not? It's a negative, but you still get 2 uses of it on this turn, you know? Cost HP to unlock. It's not that bad. Combat spatula. I really wish I could make a 5. The most I can do is 4. It does mean that the Fury is less overpowered. I will completely admit to that. Wow, I have to lose HP in order to unshock. I actually really hate that. I also unshocked the wrong thing, so I'm gonna lose more HP. I thought I had a 5, but I think I needed a 6 anyways. Yeah, okay, so that's a little annoying. That's okay. Katana. Do damage, multiple uses this turn. I'll be honest with you, I'm okay with that. Let's see what we have in the shop. Half Moon Charm, roll a 6. Elastic Heart, do damage and recover 1 HP. Parrying Dagger, do damage and lock an enemy dice that rolls blank. Dude, this seems very interesting. The equipment is kind of cool. We're definitely going to heal. I think I'll fight the Super Magician first. Now, we should probably fight the Alchemist. Although, he's probably going to freaking kill us. You can do like 10 damage in a turn. We might lose because of that fight and a little bit of mismanagement of it. But ideally, we'll be okay. Okay, we're gonna Fury Sledgehammer. I would like him to be shocked and take a lot of damage. 9 damage is pretty easy to do next turn. I think we will make it out. Wow. Definitely now. Lock isn't the same. Look, everything's different, okay? I understand everything's different. I have to wait for it to actually be applied and then mouse over it, so just, bear with me, please. I'll figure it out. Eventually I'll figure it out, okay? We'll say I do hate this, because I can't actually kill the Alchemist on this turn. But luckily, the Alchemist will die on the next turn. I can't, mouse over Burn and see what Burn does. You gotta wait for it to be applied, and then I gotta actually freaking do it, okay? By the way, hammer time. At least we leveled up. Crescent Moon Blade. On even turns, it's damage. On odd turns, it's block. Polar Star does double damage, but can only be used on even turns. What the hell? What the hell? Dude, Polar Star is actually pretty good. Here's what I'm thinking. If you Fury the Sledgehammer, next turn you can put the dice into Polar Star. Now, yes, you're not getting full value out of a 6 on Crescent Moon Blade, but we're not rolling exclusively 6s. We're rolling 5s and 4s because we don't have the ability to make 6s. So I think that Polar Star is better because it interacts with Fury. Because if you Fury the Sledgehammer or the Polar Star, then on the next turn it doesn't matter that you can't use it, you'll just put your dice into something else. So I think playing around with Fury makes Polar Star a little bit better. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm even thinking maybe of buying something else, like an Elastic Heart for a little bit of heal plus damage, or Half Moon Charm, 6 to roll a 6. Or maybe like a Parrying Dagger. Just something that we can do damage with and have like some little bit of effect. I kind of like it. Fury Polar Star is epic. I mean, it's 20 damage at most. It's not truly outstanding. So this is turn 1. You cannot use it. This would be a good turn to open up with Fury Sledgehammer, but if we can't, that's okay. Even, odd, infliction. So shock is not super helpful. I can Sledgehammer though, and then on the next turn, Fury the Polar Star. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Next turn we'll Fury Polar Star, then the turn after that we'll have Sledgehammer. Well, actually, I guess we could Fury whatever we want, but we should Fury the Polar Star because it won't be available next turn anyways. Now, we can't roll a 5. We could do... I mean, we have lethal this turn, so we don't need to use Fury. And actually, he spent HP to remove Shock, didn't he? Yeah, he did. So I'm thinking 8 damage plus 4, that should be enough on its own, and then we'll save Fury at the beginning of the next fight, Fury Sledgehammer, then Polar Star the next turn. Okay. Okay, I like it. Now, I didn't get a chance to look at Lock because I have to actually mouse over it to see what it does, but we'll figure it out eventually. Candle, dice value -1, lose 1 HP. I don't see myself using that, so I'm just gonna move on. There's also no HP that I could see. So, I have to feel like the sledgehammer is gonna kick the crap out of Stereo Head. So let's just go kill this man. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, I didn't even want to kill him. I didn't think about it, but we did 32 damage. That's lovely. Now, what does the shop have? Kite shield. 14 to add 8 shield, that's pretty good. Ignite, needs doubles, inflict 1 burn, return both dice. That seems not fantastic. It seems super easy to make happen, but it's not a very good effect. And then boxing gloves do damage, but on a 1, gain 1 reduction. So it's like leather armor optionally. I really like Kite Shield. Upgraded, I feel like that would be pretty dope. $10 for 8 block. That's pretty easy to get to have happen. Every combat, basically. Katana can take a 5. Katana is very efficient. Katana upgraded is basically a better rusty sword, except it doesn't do double damage. Upgraded sledgehammer does more damage. Polar Star can only be used on odd turns. See, you upgrade it so you can use it on turn 1. I understand. Dude, I'm gonna go Kite Shield. That seems really good. Now, I feel like it's better once we get another... I think it's better once you get another upgrade, but it just seems really efficient. 10 for 8 block. Dude, that's too good to pass up. Although I still like parrying dagger as well for damage. We only have to fight 1 enemy and then we can upgrade ourselves. Or level up rather. So let's fight the cactus. What happened? Who put that there? Who put what where? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5. So we can get 2 5s. And then hit. And then hit. And then honestly, if ever we can parry, we should always parry. All enemy dice that roll 4 must be used first. Dude, it actually works! Because he doesn't gain the bonus damage from thorns. Also, wait a minute. Enemy equipment is not upgraded. This is easier than elimination round, I'm realizing. I've only realized that right now. Oh, and he's shocked. I love it. Yeah, so this is actually easier than elimination round. It's just different, because everything's different. All the items are different. That's so cool. I like it. Yo, by the way, get shocked, please? Wow, you gained 1 thorn. We should have fought this guy first, and also, it doesn't matter that the copycat is over there, because we should be able to kill him. I've only realized this now, but this is not the game mode I thought it was going to be. It's easier. So, sure, we'll go fight copycat. What do I care? We'll myrtleize him. Really thinking about taking Ignite, Kite Shield, Parrying Dagger. But Ignite just doesn't seem that worthwhile, does it? Although we don't need Rusty Sword. We can take Sledgehammer, Polar Star, Parrying Dagger, Ignite, which we can always make happen now, and then Kite Shield. It's a weird build, but we just have good equipment, and the enemies are not super strong. Copycat copies your equipment. Oh, you don't say, huh? So, sure. You'll get burned. Burning dice can be used on equipment, but we'll disable that equipment for the rest of the turn and for the next turn. Burning dice can be used on equipment, but it will disable that equipment for the rest of the turn and for the next turn. You know what? Ignite seems pretty good. So we should definitely roll double 6s. And I would like to shock. So, We're gonna parry, sledgehammer. Not amazing. I would like to put up block, but we have some healing that we can do later. Yo, we prevented him from igniting. That's cool. Polar Star. We can do 16 damage with Polar Star. I think we just do that. No, you know, actually, wait. Combat Spatula. Fury. Polar Star. Maybe we didn't have to do that, but you know what? What does it matter? You're dead. You're freaking dead, mister. Now we'll just heal up and see what we get. Fireworks. Do 1 damage for each status inflicted. We do inflict a few status effects. We inflict burn, shock, and lock. But it's only 3 damage in that case. That seems pretty poor, so I think we're just gonna say no thank you. And where are we? We're here. We're just gonna go for Aurora, Loudbird, then Super Baby Squid. Super Baby Squid! Super Baby Squid! Super Baby Squid! Super Baby Squid! Definitely turn that into a 6. Then if you turn the 3 into a 4, you can ignite. Then do you want a Kite Shield or Sledgehammer? 3 damage and 1 freeze. I mean, we're gonna parry. Because we can't do both Kite Shield and Sledgehammer, so we're gonna parry. Then we'll Sledge. Charge up Kite Shield. Next turn we'll be able to get some block. Counter. All enemy dice that roll 4 must be used first, right? So we got Frozen. Reduce all dice values by 2 because she froze us twice. I understand. I understand. But we can still make 6s, so it's not that bad at all. You probably want a Polar Star. Then honestly, parry, kite, dump a 1. Restores 8 health on the start of your next turn, disappears after healing. Shield is completely different. It doesn't block anything, but it heals you on the next turn. That's amazing. I love that. Okay, do we want to make something not usable next turn? Yeah, I wouldn't mind making Kite Shield unusable. Also, we can't re-roll dice. Oops. Oops. I guess we're gonna Kite Shield this turn. Just so that we can get more block next turn. Or more HP next turn. Because we can out-heal her, I think. Yeah, we're basically at full health now. But I thought that it wouldn't trigger on this because I thought the burn... Yeah, it says equipment. Technically, the combat spatula was not equipment, it's your special. And that's why I was a little bit confused, that's why it was deactivated, etc, etc. Dude, I don't mind losing Ignite for the next turn. I think we, dude, honestly, I need to get my combat spatula back. That turn, that mistake definitely cost me a little bit because I can't effectively put dice into Sledgehammer anymore. This also sucks a little bit, but what if we do this? And then what if we do this? And then we'll get a massive heal next turn? I can heal through anything, it seems like. As long as I live. full health. Then, ignite. Combat Spatula, Combat Spatula. Polar Star is active, we'll play that. We'll also play the Sledge. Parry. Should be able to kill her next turn, and even if we're not at full health, I don't really mind too much. Might take 6 damage. I mean, I could try to delay again. Try to kite shield a little bit. What does she have going on? Change the weather. Okay, you know, honestly. Let's do it. Let's try to delay and get a little bit of a heal out of this. Okay, we're gonna take 3 and then heal 5. We'll be at 35 HP, I think. Not a problem. Yeah, super heals. That's pretty freaking sweet, man. Okay, Loud Bird. Loud Bird does have a dodge, but we have multiple things that attack, so it's not that bad. Double your next action. I would like to double up on a Sledgehammer, I think. So Silence, Dodge, Weaken. I don't know what those do. We'll figure it out, maybe, if I remember to look. It's hard to roll 20. Let's make sure you get burned. Yo, I actually do like burn for the chance of disabling Squawk, Flight, or Echo Blast. That seems amazing. 6-4, 6-5. We can actually use both Kite Shield and Sledge. Since we're gonna have the Moon Dagger next turn, we should definitely double up on the Sledge. And then I'll just, you know, put some stuff in the Kite Shield. We'll have 8 healing on the next turn. You know what I like about that? Your Fury charges. Your Limit Break charges on the damage that you then heal. It doesn't help if you're low on HP, but I still like it. Yeah. Give me some 6s, please. I don't get my 6s back because you dodged it, you son of a gun! I mean, it's still fine. We just don't get to put up, shield. Last until something triggers it. Oh, that is very bad. But it only has a 50% chance of dodging an attack. That's very annoying because it means you can't use a weak attack to proc it. Like, if I put the 5s into Ignite, I might accidentally activate that, but I still think it's worth doing. It did not activate it. So now I can try a Sledgehammer. It did not activate it. Shield up, kill you on the next turn. Now, can they multi-shot, or multi-flight? Multi-dodge. Multi-dodge! No? Oh, you know what? The dodge doesn't last forever. It only lasts for the one turn. See, I thought when it said lasts until something triggers it, it would last forever. But no, it only lasts for the current turn. I understand. I understand now. I understand now. But you're dead. So we're gonna do damage. We're gonna do damage. I'll admit though, we might want to swap out. Do 6 damage, freeze 1 dice. We might want to swap out the Polar Star. Haven't really used it at all, but everything else like is working. Are the enemies weaker now? They're weaker than they were in the elimination round, but they're different than they were in all of the standard games. Bump Headbutt for Super Baby Squid. Okay, so you can do 12 damage a turn. Kinda sucks. You kinda suck. I'm gonna burn you, which means you can't use equipment on the next turn. I am going to make 5s. I am going to... Honestly? Dude, Sledgehammer Kite Shield seems like a very good 1-2 punch. And that was a very good turn. Baby Squid can't do anything next turn. Nothing. You're screwed, Squid. 10 damage. I would like to... Actually, yeah, this is... It's an even... I'm gonna do it like this, because I think we're gonna kill the squid next turn, and they can't attack this turn, so... You made it 2. You made it 3. Congratulations. Sledge is not a very good upgrade, I think, because it only gets 2 more damage. I'd rather do something that lets me use my dice more effectively, because I have too many dice, really. It feels like I have too many dice. Though, admittedly, we could have killed the squid on this turn, so maybe we will dump 10 into Kite Shield. I guess we could have Fury, but I want to save Fury for the next enemy. I also forget if we're going to level up or not. I think we will, but just in case we don't. Alright, that's fine. Heal for 8. 3, 2. We did heal up. Or we did upgrade anyways. Battering Ram. Do double shield damage, but it depletes your shields or upgrade. This does seem extremely interesting, but this would require 4 dice. 4 dice! To do 16 damage with nothing else. Dude, I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade, and I'm gonna do some upgrading so that I can use some other equipment. I'll be honest, gemstone staff seems interesting, but it's 2 dice to use it, and I feel like we've had a lot of equipment that is multiple dice to activate it. That said, I'm gonna upgrade it, because it seems interesting. And maybe we can get rid of, like, Ignite for that? Or Polar Star or something? I don't know, maybe we'll get some even better equipment in a second. Kite Shield for Fishing Net. Do damage, lock 1 dice on a 5. Lock 1 dice on a 5, and dice that are locked have to be used first. I kind of like what we have right now. Honestly, what I'm hoping for is I'm hoping for a piece of equipment that reduces the charge on all equipment. And I know it exists in the game somewhere. I just forget what it's called. And I don't know if it exists in this mode of Parallel Universe or whatever it is. So we can't burn anymore. But what we can do is probably double shock. Next turn we'll use this piece of equipment. Let's get things charged up on this turn. Yeah, Crowbar, that's the one. If Crowbar exists, I would like to use it. Blind, cannot see remaining health. Cursed, all equipment has a 50% chance to switch target. Disappears when... It'll hit me? I don't want it to hit me. That's extremely bad. Oh my lord. Okay, well, Freeze, I think, goes first. I will shield. That one hit me. This one will hit you. Dude, that is... Oh, we should have used the Polar Star as well. That sucks. That sucks big time. Well, I think we're just gonna Fury again. We have to use 3 dice for that, unfortunately. But we can still use Parrying Dagger. Dude, do not hit me. If you hit me, I'll probably die. Dude, that is actually an effing pain in the ass. I understand that now. If you know that an enemy inflicts curse, you want to be able to equip bad weapons, because the bad weapons will be able to trigger the curse, ideally. But that actually just sucks balls, man. I don't even know what my health is. I don't know if I want to spend the time healing. I think I just want to get out of that fight. We're at 31 HP. Oh, we're fine. 2 fireworks? I mean, I guess technically it doesn't make sense. Anyways, what the hell are we doing? Let's fight the gargoyle. There's HP on the other side. Then we'll fight Wickerman. Then we'll fight Cornelius. Now, gargoyle, you do locking, right? Yeah, you still do locking. You're the exact same. Okay. So honestly, a freeze would be very nice. That's fine. Yeah, block heals on the next turn right now. Wow. So you rolled a 5 and a 6? Lovely. It's a lock. Lock dice need to be used in the order they are rolled before you can use any other dice. This must be the parrying dagger must be a different type of lock. I think. I don't know. I mean, still fine. I wish I knew what we rolled, but... There you go. You know, we can still do a decent amount of damage. In fact, we can do a lot of damage. Good rolls. I would like to Fury heal on this turn. This seems like a very good time to do it. So we'll heal 16 damage on the next turn. Here, we will give you a freeze. Reduce your rolls a little bit. I think reducing the rolls on the gargoyle is very important. We gotcha. We gotcha. The granite around you yearns to be your grave. Spooky gargoyle. Let's get the apple. I don't think we'll need it. In fact, we're definitely not going to need it because the next fight is Wickerman and then Cornelius. And Cornelius should not be that bad if we use our freeze against him. Maybe even parrying dagger. So we're just going to do 2 attacks. We might not be able to get to Crowbar, but you know what? I still like what we've got going on. Even though the charge equipment is a little wonky, as soon as we get a 5th dice, it's going to be a lot easier to use. So I'll be honest, I don't want to use Combat Spatula on the 2. I could use Polar Star or Parrying Dagger. Or I could just use like Gemstone Staff on this turn and then, you know, Sledge again. You know? Go ahead. I think we got him. And we do have Fury. I would love to save Fury for Cornelius. Considering that he's not upgraded as in Elimination Round, I feel like we don't need to worry about it so much. Like, I think we could just kill him. Maybe not on this turn, but... You know, like, do 8 damage. Actually, we can kill him right now. Do another 6 damage. He's dead. Well, we have Fury. We'll use it on Cornelius, and then hope that we will live. Upgrade Slingshot. Do 6 damage. Reroll the dice on a 1. Wow. Wow, that is, that's really good. That's like really, really, really good. I'm gonna buy that. And then, before I buy upgrade, I'm gonna go to upgrade. Let's see what we can upgrade. Max 2, do 6 damage, reroll the dice. That is insanely good. Wow, that is like, that's insanely good value. So I think we're gonna take Slingshot, and then maybe also Ignite. We could take Rusty Sword, but Inflicting Burn is kind of nice. Getting rid of Sledgehammer, you know, we've had it for the entire game, but getting rid of it does mean that I can use 1 dice for another object now instead of requiring 2. Let's do a... Oh, we can only afford the upgrade after the next combat. Okay, in that case, let's make sure that we have like as much damage output as possible. We don't need Kite Shield. Keep the Parrying Dagger. Keep the Sledgehammer. Ignite. Yo, if we ignite him, then he won't be able to charge on alternating turns. Alright, Cornelius, I'm sorry to say, but I think I've just figured out how to lock you down. Yeah, I may have just figured out how to lock you down. So we burn him, and the next turn he's not doing anything. Also, Slingshot. Do 6 damage, we get another dice back. Give me a double shock. I'll staff ya. Don't bully Cornelius. Oh, he's getting bullied as all hell. He chose not to use the dice. He didn't use his dice. That is so weird. But like, this is what I like. I like using all of my dice every turn. Oh, you poor fool. I fooled him. He won't be able to do anything on the next turn. He's burned. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 and 6. This deck is so unfair. Dude, I love it. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, you know why? Because he's not actually using the equipment. He's charging the equipment. I'll be honest, I didn't realize that. I thought that it would actually counter him, but it doesn't. So Ignite is actually completely worthless in this situation. That's still good to know that that's how it works, that you can charge a dice with the 1. But I have to wonder, what happens then if you use the equipment? Will it still be locked on the turn afterwards? I don't know. I don't know. Seems a little weird. Yo, give me a... Doesn't matter. Trying to figure out how to use Slingshot. Don't need it. Upgrade. Get an extra dice. Nothing else. We do have one more upgrade that we can do. I think we want Kite Shield, Slingshot, Gemstone Staff, Polar Star, maybe Parrying Dagger, and then an upgraded Rusty Sword. Might be better than the Sledge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Sorry to say it. I don't think we can use Sledgehammer. It's too big. It's too big. Upgraded Katana. The problem is, look, 2 dice into Kite Shield, 2 dice into Gemstone Staff, 1 into Slingshot. That leaves 1 dice for the Parrying Dagger or the Polar Star. I just don't really know what else to use my dice for every turn, you know what I mean? 2 dice, 2 dice. Sledgehammer is another 2 dice. That's 6 dice. I only have 5 dice. What are we going to put our dice into? I feel like just having a sword works. Oh, you know what? You upgrade the fireworks, and then you can do a lot of damage with the status effects. I understand the fireworks build now a little bit, but yeah, I feel like... Oh, candle, instead of dice value -1, it's dice value +1 reusable. So you can turn everything into 6s every turn. Interesting. So fireworks upgrades to just do double damage, which is pretty freaking sweet, honestly. But I think I'm just gonna go with the dull, rusty sword, and then I just have more stuff to dump my dice into every turn. And that's the lame upgrade, but I think it is the correct upgrade. So attacks, more attacks, and then stuff to do. Heal back with your shield. Yeah, but we're, like, every turn we can create 4s, 5s, and 6s. We do that by using our spatula. We don't really need to bump the dice to take damage. Time to dice with death? Just time to death some dice, I think. You know, just like flip the 2s, all of a sudden we have 5s. So what do we want to do? We should have slingshotted, you fool! Well, what we want to do is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Parry. Gemstone. Rusty. Give me a charge on the kite shield. This is not what I wanted. Counter. All enemy dice that roll 6 must be used first, and lock means they have to be used in order. I'm realizing now that parrying dagger, anything that locks, is not really that useful anymore. I wish it was. Alright. We need to use the slingshot first. Do 6 damage, give me another dice. Turn it into a 5. Let's get our limit break. Charge up the kite shield. Freeze your dice. I mean, I think we're gonna win. Man, her rolls have been really good lately. And I think she's gonna dodge. No. Dude, thank God she's not dodging. Dodging is such a pain in the butt to deal with, honestly. Okay. So we're gonna double up on kite shield. I don't think we need to, but I'm just gonna do it anyways because I want to. Reroll the slingshot. Give me a damage. Yeah, so we have a little too much equipment, but putting the sledgehammer in doesn't solve the problem because it still takes 2 dice to use every turn because it takes 10 to charge. At least here we can kind of alternate Fury and Polar Star, so we still have something to do every turn, basically, which is pretty good. Anyways, you're dead. I'm gonna slingshot you to death. Easy run, parallel universe, I understand it now. It's not necessarily more difficulty, it's just everything has changed and you have to read the rules at all times. Oh look, you've won another episode. Congratulations. No talk about spinning the wheel? Thanks. But oh no, how unexpected. I've spun the wheel and it doesn't look like you're taking home a prize this time. But at least episode 5 is complete. Complete any parallel universe. We get sticky hands! He wanted to win a big bottle of sneezing powder. Tricked Lady Luck into sitting on a whoopee cushion. Hobbies, yo-yo, football, and hiding plastic spiders in your sandwich. Not my sandwich. And favorite food, candy from a baby. What a fucking piece of shit. Anyways. Cool. So what was the last one? Bonus round. Well, everything's different. This is standard rules, but you gain bonus rules as you descend further. So it's episode 1 with modifiers as it happens. Okay. We'll have to play that one next time, I think. He's happy again. Look, I do really want super strength in a monster truck, but maybe we could all just go home sometime. So he's always been happy. I forgot. He's a bit of a moron. He's always been happy. Everyone else is, But yeah, that was interesting. I wonder if the rules for Parallel Universe are the same every time. Like, will I always get Sledgehammer, Rusty Sword, or, will you always start with Rusty Sword? Will you always get poison that locks an equipment and requires you to play that poison in order to not take damage? Are those rules the same, or are they shuffled around to some extent, or are there optional versions of those rules? Like maybe poison does all of its damage in one tick on one turn or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out, because we're going to be playing the other episode 5s next time. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dicey Dungeons.